What up, guys? I wanted to kind of go through with another update here. It's been a little while still. I haven't gotten really in the flow of posting videos, although my training has been regular. I didn't drop off the ball again on lifting and that kind of thing. But this is me. I was doing 120 kilos for 10 for 4 sets, 264 pounds for 10 reps for 4 sets, and it was hard. I was hurting by the end of this workout. That was a little heavier compared to where my maxes are set right now, which I don't even exactly remember where my squat max is. I think I have it set at 170 kilos, so mere shadow of where I used to be. So I am kind of working that back up. Hopefully, as represented by this workout, it's probably quite a bit higher than that because I started out at, I believe I started out at like 60%, and then I started taking big jumps, which probably wasn't very smart because it ended up, I cut this training cycle a little bit short. So I was doing Shako before, and right now I'm just kind of writing my own programs, which I should probably go over to. That would probably be a good thing to look at. I wanted to show you guys this apparatus I kind of built here, though. It's a belt squat machine. A lot of people kind of rave about the benefits of belt squat, and how you can do a lot more volume with a lot less fatigue, which will lead to better gains that way. And I think that's probably true. I think I've done well with it. I recorded a video where I kind of zoomed in on a lot of stuff, but I think I accidentally deleted that and ended up not uploading it, so that wasn't all that great. But kind of giving you a little bit of a view here of how I have it set up, which there I go tripping. So I've kind of worked with it a little bit. Whenever you build something like this, it takes a little bit of adjustment as you figure out how to use it. It's not like I bought something that was already in use or that already had a set of instructions on how to follow it and what to do with it. But I just have I bought all the material at Home Depot. There's some cable pulleys. I have a belt squat machine, and then this thing here, this pin that I have was just something I had sitting around the house. So there's a wheel at the bottom of that, or a circular metal part at the bottom of that, and so I just slide the weights on over top of it, and it just kind of goes. So it's a dip belt that I'm using for the belt there. I'm doing around, each one of these little plates are 25-pound plates that somebody actually gave me, so that was pretty cool. But I use those, so I'm doing 100 pounds. I think in the workout I did after this, but in this one I only have 75 on there, and just kind of adjusting to the work. I'll probably add another 25 pounds each time, just because it's not that, I didn't know how much weight I would do, or how the cable pulley would adjust the weight, or whatever, or what weight would be easy and light. So I think the 100 pounds is still a little bit lighter than what's giving me a good stimulus for muscle growth. That's my family at Kings Island. So here was a little bit of bench pressing. I didn't do a lot of bench pressing in this previous training block. I only mostly did dips and overhead pressing. So it'll be a little bit before I do a whole lot of bench pressing again. But bench pressing is always a good movement to do. I think it's always good at promoting muscle growth and that kind of thing. So, and I think I had actually posted this one in the previous update video that I did. So I haven't really been posting very much to any kind of fitness thing. I upload kind of regularly to my Orthodox Christian channel, and that's really about it. I do some language things at my language learning channel, which is Joachim Speaks in Tongues, not related to like religious exactly speaking in tongues, although it kind of is, but not like Pentecostal things. But I just said that because it's language learning, so it's kind of meant to be funny. But that's about it. I wanted to go over on my the training program that I'm on right now. I wrote out kind of what I was doing. So here. It's kind of a bodybuilding style program. I'm actually starting a new block just yesterday, and it kind of follows most of the same workouts though. Lat LPD is lat pull down, so I'm doing belts, squat. So day one would be Saturday. So it's Saturday through Thursday, and then I'm off on Friday. But, I do 3 lifts on these days, which I could move some of these things around so that I lift less days per week. But since I work out at my house, it is kind of easy to just come home and it's like I have an hour to work out, and it's not quite as intensive per day. I have the rest of the evening after that to kind of do other things, which I kind of prefer rather than having a really long workout all on one day where I kind of shoot the whole evening. I don't really prefer that. Now, if I were working out at a gym or going somewhere else, that's probably how I would cut things up. But most of these I only do for 4 sets, and I just increase the weight weekly. I've tried increasing the sets, but that's what I did years ago when I started lifting, was I would increase sets kind of weekly a little bit more often. But as I'm older now, I find that the increase in volume of doing more sets each week kind of catches up with me a little bit quickly. So I'm kind of more pushing the weight a little bit and being a little bit more reserved about how I do that. So hopefully I'd like to get back in the same kind of shape I was before. But so some people have asked why I'm sorry, just to go over the rest of these. So cable bench press, that's stupid. That's not what I'm doing. I'm doing dips. I'm just doing dips, and I tried to do cable bench press. It was not very conducive to that. So lat pull down, LPD, RDLs, Romanian deadlifts, SA row, a single arm row, and abs. I literally mean like abs, like I'm doing some kind of ab workout. Anyway, okay, so some people have asked like why I put on so much weight and why I wasn't lifting and things like that. And I mean, those are kind of connected with each other. So I spent about, most of my last few years, I was taking prerequisites to become a physician assistant, which I had some prerequisites I had to do in order to get into a program. I ended up getting COVID, which, I think I made a video. I don't know if I posted it on this channel or not, but I did get COVID, and I ended up getting pneumonia as like a secondary symptom to the COVID. And during that period, it got bad enough that my oxygen was very low, and so I ended up having to be admitted to the hospital. I was in the hospital for a total of 8 days. 4 days I was in an induced coma while I recovered, and then when I woke up, I didn't know I was going to be in a coma, so I had no idea where I was at or anything. I had several injuries from where I had tried to escape, I guess. I'm not conscious of that, or I don't have any recollection of it, of course, but I woke up at one point and tried to pull out all of the tubes, and I tried to dive off the bed, which cut my chest open. So I have quite a bit of scar tissue underneath my chest now. I have like you can feel like a really big knot going across my chest where there's the scar tissue from that. And in the recovery process of that, when I went home, I still couldn't really walk or take care of myself. So my wife did a lot of that for me, and during the months after that, I had actually lost a lot of weight while I was in the hospital, and so I lost a lot of muscle. And then when I began recovering, I put on a lot of fat as a result of not being able to move, not being able to work out. And so that was one thing. But then as I was also taking these prerequisites, I really didn't have time to work out. I didn't have time to invest much into that. So most of the things that I was eating was like kind of on the go foods. And so I would work during the day because I still have a family. I still have everything to take care of. So I would work during the day, and then I would go to school in the evening. And as a result, most of everything I was eating was kind of a lot of high calorie, on the go type foods. And so I wasn't working out, and I was eating a lot more calories. So as a result, I've become a little bit of a dumpling. So Currently, I am not in school. I won't be in school for the next year. I'm just working a normal job right now, and as a result, I'm trying to get back into shape and that kind of thing. So that's really about it for this video. Hope you guys are doing well. Let me know if you have any questions or comments or anything in the comment section below. Look forward to hearing from you guys. Take it easy, and I'll talk to you in a video coming soon.